Hey, Matt. Well, it is. Darn it. There. It is your turn. And just to recap what we went over, you have asked me to service this as normal, go through, also deal with the loom. You wanted me to reloom this rather than trying to save the original loom. The loom is pretty dark. I don't know how far back I could bring that. The dial surface itself it's good. It's a nice looking watch. There's a little bit of salt damage. You can see the loom and the water got on it, and it's on the date window and other stuff. But it doesn't look like the dial is really water damaged at all. We've got some crazy problems here. I don't know why the crown is interacting with the minute hand when it's in, and your indicator ring is not turning. Date correction work. Wow, your button seals are completely stiff. See if I can get that out. Resets to 0. Yeah, it resets to 0 pretty cleanly. Okay, that's a good sign. Original bracelet. Okay, well, I think it's a good place to start, and let's get to it. Definitely one owner original watch. Somebody's popped the back on this a few times. There's some tool marks. Somebody was trying to get it open. I don't know if they did. Usual filth on here. Get that off. Out. Out. Out, out, out. That's going to go into the cleaner. This. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing open. If I have to go, well, actually. We've got a little bit of surface rust under here. Nothing major, but I'm gonna have to do some corrosion remediation on that because the this filth, it sits there and it holds water against stainless steel. And contrary to what some people might think, or what generally people think, stainless steel will corrode. It doesn't really want to. Yeah, definitely got a little bit of corrosion in here on the movement ring spring. Yeah, so there's definitely, we got a little bit of moisture got in here. I see some rust on the buttons as well. Dirty. Out. Out. I'm going to be curious to find out what we've got going on in that calendar. Yeah. So, going to have some corrosion remediation in there. Oops. Yeah, I've seen worse. Still going to have to go through rounds of treatment. I'm going to have to physically remove any impacted rust from in here. Interesting. Yeah, the plating's gone. I wonder what's up with that. Goof. Well, we know where the moisture was getting in. Well, there's going to be some more corrosion remediation there, so I have to go in and basically physically remove this stuff, and then I have to go through chemical treatments to clean that out. I hope that the gear is in good enough shape. I can replace it if need be, but you know, if I don't have to rebuild your crown, that'd be great. Yeah, absolutely hardened. Gaskets, I mean. And the buttons are bent slightly. Somebody was really pushing on it. That snap was one of your button seals. Here's the next one. They were just like plastic. Let's get your crown gasket off of there now. Junk. Boy, that gear is really rough. Does it even move? No, it's rusted right to the... It's rusted right to the stem. I'm going to have some work pulling this thing apart. Yeah, I'm going to have some work pulling that apart. Because it's got to come apart. That gear. Damn, this watch probably was pretty fantastic until the crown leaked. Yeah, because the crown, this gear has to be able to slide on the stem, otherwise it doesn't work properly. Yeah, I can see parts of the gear are actually missing. The stem is going to have to be rebuilt. Like, I have to take this thing apart and get that gear off of there. So there's that. I have to clean this up. Okay. Come on. Why aren't you coming out? Okay. Boy, I bet this watch, before the crown leaked, this is a really, really sweet piece. I mean, it still is, and it still will be. Put this to one side. Get your case opened up. Come on. Boy, that does not want to come off. I think your bezel might be rusted in place. Okay. That just does not want to come out. Come on, baby. I can see you. Ah, there we go. Yep. So again, I'll have to hand clean and corrosion remediate all this stuff. Come on. Jeez, oh Pete. There's that gasket. That looks good. Well, that doesn't. A little bit of rust. I'll have to clean that. Now here's the question. I don't know what the gearing, the teeth look on the underside on this. Yeah. So these teeth here are damaged right here. I will attempt to straighten them. I'm gonna have to pull all this corrosion off of here, but you might, it might be a situation where these things skip right there because those teeth are damaged now because they got stuck from the corrosion. I'm just looking. Yeah, more hand cleaning. There's that. Look at that, the water ran in right through the crown. Right through the crown, right through there. And sort of wicked its way around the inside of the case. Okay. And you'll get your crystals and well, you won't, your button gasket's just shattered into pieces, so you're not going to be getting those back. I mean, I could probably find part of them. Like there's what's left of your crown gasket. There's part of a button gasket. Get off. More of a button gasket, more of a crown gasket. That gear is definitely roasted. Yeah, the gear is junk. So I'm gonna have to pull this crown and stem and everything apart because this gear is just garbage. It's just junk. I'll have to pull it all apart. But in the meantime, this to go in there. Yeah, that gear is definitely screwed. No bueno. No diggity. Yeah, May 1976, case back date. And I'll start cleaning that up. Really frustrating. Where is it? Okay, let's get going. Criminy. That one was loose. Oh, looks okay. Filthy. I'm gonna have to hand clean that. Filthy. Darn it. There's a lot of haze on there. So the plating is a little compromised on the bridge and stuff from all the moisture that got in there. So when I'm done, it's going to be clean, but there still may be some discoloration and toning. It'll be perfectly functional, however. No, wrong one. All right, I want to look at that. Yeah. Darn it. Well, we know your clutch is good, which is good news. Shh. Sorry. kids are home today. It's not a school day. I wish it were, but it isn't. Slightly filthy. Oh, Spencer, what are you doing? Well, I guess I'll just do it. Who cares? There. Yeah. I'll have to straighten out that mainspring. I'm going to clean that up. Over there, that goes there. Okay, this goes in my hand cleaning pile. Where'd you go? I see you. A little faded on the SUN. You can see it if you compare it to the DOM. That was loose. Boy. Yeah. Come on. I can't tell if that's rusted or dirty. I'll have to, if it's corroded, then we might have to think about that one. Okay. Yep. 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 Yippers. More corrosion on these. Might actually be simpler just to replace these parts, these two, rather than trying to do remediation on them and get them all cleaned up. Probably just replace them. Oh, we got, yeah. At least that is in decent condition. There's that. Where is that? Well, I'm going to have to go through and I have a lot of cleaning, hand cleaning and corrosion and all kinds of stuff to deal with to try to get this junk off of here because it's loose. See, you got to get rid of all of it because if it comes, it'll come off inside the movement. It can't. None of it can be there. None of it can be there. I got to clean the whole thing up. Okay, so we've got some bad parts. I have to do the upper and lower mainspring arbor ports. I'm going to have to rebuild your. I'm going to have to rebuild your stem and crown. I have to replace this gear because it's ruined. I have to replace these two parts because they're ruined. And reluming. Plus the service. Boy, this can be just, you know, you just don't want to get water inside your watch. Okay. I think that's it for the disassembly. And so now it is time to, I'm going to get to it. Okay, I'm back together. We got the first numbers coming out. I have no idea what they're going to be. It's been running for about 5 minutes, maybe less. Well, we got clean numbers. I'm gonna play with that beat error. That's gonna be way too much. And I was right. That's also going to be, well, let's come back a little bit. Yeah, we got to Just a 0 beat error. Let's get rid of that. Went too far. Too far the other way. Come on. I tell you, they're clean numbers. Come on. Come on, give me that good news. The number that we're looking at is amplitude right here. Higher numbers are better. Seikos tend to run a little low, but this is also, when you start up a new movement, it's going to do this thing where it goes rear, 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 and the numbers come up as the lubrication slops around. Well, the amplitude is consistent whether the chronograph is running or stopped, and that's good news. Come on now. Okay, I want to let this thing run in. We're definitely we're getting consistent results with both chronograph running and stopped. It's only been running for 12 minutes. Yes. $2.30. Good. Come on, baby. Okay. Regarding the dial and hand loom, and I know that you'd said that you wanted them relumed because I didn't think I could clean them. I couldn't let it go without trying to clean them. So that is your original lume on your dial and your hands. The dial lume isn't perfect, but geez, it's a whole lot better. And the hand lume looks great, especially considering what it started with. I'm pretty pleased with how that is. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna assemble it with the original lume, and we can talk. If you decide that you really for sure want it relumed, we can certainly do that. But let me put it together here, and you know, if we can save the original lume, let's save the original lume. On another subject, there is your complete rebuilt stem. It's 3 parts of it are original. The bad gear is right, the old rusty gear is right here. I managed to get it apart, and so 3 of the 4 things are original to your watch, which is cool. This other stuff is in here. Okay. So here is the movement assembled, the dial and hands. Again, that's your original lume. I think that's the right choice, but it's up to you. You are the owner. I'd recommend sticking with that. I don't think I can do. I mean, I could relume it, but it would damage the value of the watch and its originality. I'm actually kind of amazed about that handset, that I was able to bring that back that much. Look at that, huh? I think so, but you let me know. And there we are. And again, that's your original lume. I'm super proud of that. I can't believe I got the hand lume that clean. I just wasn't sure I could bring it back from how far down it had been. Okay, so you might remember your indicator ring. Now, on the bottom of the indicator ring is a whole series of gear teeth. That's how this thing is turned by the crown, okay? You will remember that the gear teeth right here at the 3 o'clock marker, they were damaged, okay? So if you turn the crown just like this, you'll notice this doesn't turn. The way you got to do it just to get it away from 12 o'clock is you push the crown in slightly, and you can catch it. And then at that point, it'll engage and go all the way around, just like that. Same thing, you push in slightly right at 12, and then you don't have to do that. Then you can just turn the crown and it'll go all the way around. It's just because the teeth right there on the underneath of the ring are damaged. I think it came out really well. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my recommendations for these. A lot of people ask, hey, should I keep the chronograph running or stopped on these? My answer is you should choose one or the other and more or less let it stick with that. You can do either one. It doesn't really matter, but if you want to run the chronograph, that's cool. Let the chronograph run, but then let it, when you're going to reset it, do what I did, which is to let the hand, that main sweep, get to about this point, then stop it, then reset it. This minimizes the amount of force that you're putting into the movement when you're resetting it, because this button right here, when you reset this, the force of that you're putting in with your thumb goes right to the movement. It's not like a Swiss movement where you click a button and that releases a lever or whatever, and then it has internal springs that go blink and safely return everything. This one, if you're not careful and you push it too hard, it's just something to be aware of. So run the chronograph if you feel like it. And if the hand gets, anywhere down away from here, down in this, just start up the chronograph again, let it get up here and finish out, and then go from there. It came out really well. I'm really pleased. I hope you are too. I have, these are your bad parts right there. And you'll get these back and you can play with them. I have your old crystal as well. So you'll get that. I just don't have it over here. Yeah. Just push the crown in slightly and you can do it, just like that. And that's it. And that's how we do it. Thank you so much.